and then turn it down. And it's going to echo.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Yeah.
Let's see if that's any better.
Yeah.
People might be able to hear us now, but I suspect the quality's not good and it still echoes.
Yeah. Fix it.
I wonder. How about now? I suspect people are going to be able to hear us now. The downside is that we're going to be able to hear it through the phones.
Mm.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, just keep your headphones on and we're good. So.
Yeah. People hear us now? It's
janky, but it'll work.
Do you feel okay about it?
Oh, I feel great about it.
Whose phone is echoing? Turn your sound. Everyone turn your sound down just to make sure. All right. Thanks for hanging in there, 3B collection. We're working on this and we should have the sound. I know you can hear us now, which is great. We should be ready to roll here shortly.
For the record, it was Tim's.
Tim, don't you touch my phone.
I'm about ready to walk out, so.
Sorry for putting you out, Tim.
Oh.
All right, we better start before Tim walks out of here.
All right.
He's got better shit to do than this, Ricky.
No, it's just two people grumpy at home at me. So.
Well, let's not bring the grump here.
Yeah.
I'm with you. So Sony, I tried to log into my PlayStation on my normal account, which I will not say, so you don't have to bleep it again this week.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I couldn't log into my regular account. Sony sent me an email and said, the $1,000 that you canceled on us, that charges were made. Someone has those products and we didn't get paid. We think it's great. You've worked it out with your banking institution, but we're suspending your account until you pay. And the way you can get it unsuspended is to pay us back the $1,000 that were fraudulent.
That is so awful. Like, this can't be the first time this has ever happened.
No, it can't. And so I called them, and sure enough, they are not open Saturdays, because why would you be?
Right.
So,
I'm sorry.
So we'll be calling them at some point this week. The good news is I've just started gaming on my new show account at PTTF Ricky, if you want to add me. I already got one addition.
I will add you. And I know I downloaded the game and I told you even last weekend we're going to do it.
Yeah.
It is going to happen. I just literally have not fired it up yet.
No worries. I'm getting into baseball right now.
All right.
And my boy Selly's already added.
Well, I'm not going to join you for that.
There's an Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Someone call for a doctor?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Back to the Future. I'm not sure which intro I'm playing.
Yeah, I think you got the old one.
The old one. We're going back to the future.
Good stuff.
This is so fun.
Yeah. So we do have
There it is, season 2.
Yeah. The sounds here. If you go back. Oh my God. See that intro right there, season 3?
Yeah.
Let's fire it up. You ready, Ricky?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There's an Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-hosts and partners in crime, the always entertaining, sometimes accidentally informative, Dr. Chad. Someone call for a doc. How you doing, Doc?
What the hell happened here? Is everything gone?
It's just somewhere else.
All right.
Do not cross the boss. Please welcome Dr. Tim Beep. And you never walk away when you're on a heater. How you doing, Timmy?
I'm at the table splitting tents.
Well, we've got a fun show for you guys tonight. It's March Madness, man.
It is.
Yeah, here in the studio too.
And it's March Madness here in the studio. We found this bracket a couple weeks ago. I think Timmy found it. And at the end of the show last week, we all started looking at it and debating it and thought, hey, we got to bring this to this week's show.
Right.
So this is a bracket by at Relics, at RELIKKS on Instagram. And this is the top 8 cards that were produced this past year, correct?
Yeah, the verbiage of it is interesting. It says sports card of the year, but it doesn't necessarily say, and I had some trouble with this during research. You know, is it produced in 2023? Was it released in 2023? Is it the 2023 sports year?
Right.
Well, people will be able to see that a little bit as we go.
Yeah. So if you want to go check it out, we'll, I'm sure, repost it on our social, or you can go to at Relics on Instagram. It is there. Do we want to just jump into the first matchups and kind of have a discussion? What I'm thinking is we have a little bit of a discussion, and I'll vote on which of the 2 cards facing off you would take, and majority moves on.
I think so, because not only are we going to determine a winner ourselves,
right,
we're also going to talk about the state of these cards.
Yes.
And kind of give our opinions there, and also show off some cards that we've had for those of you watching this on YouTube. and got to see the disaster that was me trying to find the audio for this. But we're also going to show off some of the cards that we have. And to tease this, Tim actually brought something. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
He was
that you
talking in the
mentioned
group chat
something.
that he's like, yeah, I've got nothing. I have no cards from 2023. I've bought no cards from 2023, but he has a package.
Yeah, you gave us homework, and Tim immediately said, "Nope, not going to participate."
Yes.
It's not quite how I put it.
Oh,
I just said that
I'm
I
s-
haven't done much in the hobby for the last year. as far
Tim
as
did
card
threaten to walk
purchases.
off before we even started the show. So it's because I didn't give him sugar. Tim, I do have sugar for you.
I've got
But before you bolt out the door
sugar
with
in a
it,
can.
this one stays here, but
Yeah.
we are going to share it
Okay.
while we're on the show,
Ooh.
just at the end. But you're not walking out with that whole thing. I noticed that the Easter egg candies, they weren't here at the end of last week.
Oh yeah.
How were they?
They're still present. I'm working on them while I'm at work.
Hey, there you go. Good.
I love
Good, good.
it. I love it. All right. So let's jump right into this bracket in the northwest quadrant, if you will.
I think it's just east-west, but we'll go with it. Yeah. Northwest. Yeah.
Yeah, northwest.
Okay.
You've got the Wemby Prism Black 1 of 1 going up against the Wemby Bowman Inscription. Now, on this inscription, I can't read it on this bracket, but I believe it says, "This is my first ever autographed," or "This is the first one I signed."
First ever signing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Wemby, incredibly hot player. He is what Zion should have been in 2020. Seems to be fulfilling the craze.
Yeah.
Which card do you want? The unautographed 101 Prism Black or the first ever inscription? Timmy?
I like it black. Coffee and cards.
That's dynamite.
Yeah.
I didn't think you would go that direction, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, but you love Bowman.
No, but the green is hideous. I mean, the one card upside on the Bowman inscription is that it's inscribed, right? I'm just so glad he didn't like draw a mustache on his face or something too. But no, I mean, what would stand the time is the Black Prism.
I am actually not surprised that Tim picked that. That is the sleeker card.
It
By
is
far
the
and away.
sleeker card, but you have praised Bowman, Tim. And in talking about baseball cards, when I have crapped on them, you have told me that Bowman stands the test of time.
For
And
baseball,
Bowman first stands the test of time. And this is a Bowman first.
with a big fat U through the logo
Yeah.
So the U throws it all off for you.
and the green. Yeah. Green is hideous. I'm sorry.
I don't think the color is throwing you off on baseball, though.
No, it is. Yeah. Because there's true parallel colors, right? I'm going to sound like a get off my lawn old fart here, but green's not one of the original colors.
Okay.
I don't know why he chose to sign like that parallel, you know? Like if he'd done
Sure.
that on the Superfractor or something, different story, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't set that aside for him.
That is something worth noting. That is not he's not in his Spurs uni, the Bowman Chrome.
It's
or
true.
The Bowman U.
I, too, like the Prism Black.
Yeah.
It is a sleek card, even though it's not autographed. That one for me, I've always been a Bowman poo-pooer because I associate it with baseball and like these 17-year-old kids of Bowman cards who everyone else just loves. And it's like, no, give me the Prism Black for
Yeah.
sure. That's where my vote is.
Well, we probably should have done this in a different order because the Prism Black is moving on. I will give the vote for the Bowman inscription. Only because I agree the Prism is the better quality card in my mind. The black and the 101 looks super cool. It's like the top of the most famous brand of our generation. But I'm a sucker for autographs, and I'm a sucker for like what they represent and everything. And to have him write first card I ever signed, like that's a really cool story. That's a really cool talking piece. I'll take the U with the Bowman. I'll take him out of his NBA uniform. I would vote for the inscription, but I was outvoted. So Wemby Prism Black 101 moves on in overtime.
I like it.
All right. Our next card duo in the Southwest quadrant. Connor Bedard, Outburst Gold 1 of 1, or Tom Brady Expos Auto 1 of 1.
I'm curious where you guys are going to start.
The Connor Bedard is not autographed. It should be worth noting.
It is not. No, that is true.
The Tom Brady is autographed. Connor Bernari, not autographed.
Let me throw in some values before you guys give your picks. Of course, there is that $1 million bounty on the Bedard, Connor Bedard, brother of David. And the Tom Brady, at least
it's not Bedard, it's Berdard.
the Tom Brady Expos Auto 101, at least from an article from Golden a couple months ago, projected that card to be worth around $250,000. So we got $1 million bounty on one, projection for $250,000 on the other. I'm not sure if that 1 of 1 had been pulled or has been sold yet.
I don't believe I've seen it surface. I mean,
I know I don't have it. I can verify
really?
that.
It's a baseball card. That's
I can tell you, I don't have it.
I'll need to check my junk box this weekend.
That's a legitimate possibility.
Yeah, it is a legitimate possibility.
Timmy, which one are you going with and why?
It's got to be Connor. I mean, until that card is pulled and that 1 million bounty is no longer associated with it, it's part of the package, you know? I mean, it might not be the best card of the year, but it's got the most going for it.
Yeah. Look, Connie Bernard, this card is the most ugly card I've ever seen for a 1 of 1 compared to this Tom Brady. It just looks so much better. I think with the Tom Brady, they're going with the, what's it called with they almost look like little gold records.
Yeah, the gold vinyl.
The gold vinyl is what I'm into. Whereas Upper Deck doesn't seem to have really hit that quite as well. And seriously.
Yeah, I know. The Upper Deck, I mean, it looks like a 90s insert.
It does. It really does.
A cool one, but
yeah, nothing. For me, it's the Tom Brady. It's the greatest of all time in his sport, wearing another sports uniform. And the autograph, the Expos don't exist anymore. You've got the on-card autograph, from what I can tell. Give me Tom Brady all day, baby. That's for you, Boston Steve.
Wow.
So I'm the deciding vote here.
Oh,
You
yeah.
are.
The fact that this Tom Brady card is thought, or at least at one point in time was thought to go over $250,000, is absurd.
Yep.
This man does not play professional baseball.
Yeah.
This team does not exist. This is the dumbest shit I have ever seen. And I will rant about this coming up. Is this what we have to offer in 2023?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. This is it. This is one of the best 8 cards we have to offer in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing? Topps Panini, what in the hell are we doing?
This card makes me want to punch him in the dick.
This is so ridiculous. And you know what? I love watching Tom Brady play football.
Yep.
The sport of the card he should be on.
You know what card you need to own now, though? Is the Russell Wilson Yankees Uni Auto.
Oh.
That's its comp, though, right? I mean, that's literally
he might be
comp.
better at baseball than Russell Wilson is at football.
Yeah.
But even though Bedard, even though he's having this great rookie season, still a bit of a prospect, so to say, is still give me the Bedard.
Do you know what I would give for a Pat Mahomes Detroit Tigers card? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
All right.
And I really just want to hear you say Connor Bedard's name in the next round. So he is moving on to round 2.
All right. Well, we shall see. All right. Our next round in the northeast quadrant.
Tim's going to fight you over this. Tim, what quadrant is this?
That's Northeast. I'll give it to him.
All right. I stand
I'm on
corrected.
board with this now.
I think that Coca-Cola is setting in a little bit. Drink some more of that.
Yeah.
Get some more sugar in you, man.
Nah.
Go get a handful of that cake and just put it in your mouth.
Is there cake back there?
Whatever it is, just go get a handful and stick it in your mouth.
It is a funfetti cake. It's of a local bakery as
Mhm.
well.
This is from the store.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Oh, no, is it from the store?
No.
Okay.
It's not from the store.
name in Utah.
Yeah.
No. It's from
The store,
Harmon's, not the store.
Okay. It's gonna be so good.
Next week, I'll go to the store.
Same difference. Harmon's is great.
Okay.
Our next round is CJ Stroud, gold kaboom. These are numbered to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Or a Brock Purdy National Treasure Shield autograph on card, 1 of 1. Tell me which way you going.
This might have been the one I debated the most.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Tell us your thought process.
you've got the rarity factor going for each of them. I mean, obviously a 1-1 is a 1-1 compared to an out of 10, but there's that factor. And then trying to project which one of these players is going to stand the test of time.
Right.
Right? Because, I mean, Purdy could go the way of like Sam Darnold or something, become totally worthless.
Mm-hmm.
CJ Stroud could too, you know? You could go the way of Justin Fields, like every other Buckeyes quarterback.
True.
I mean, I have been wrong about CJ Stroud, so I'm probably wrong if I pick Purdy over him. So I'm going to go with CJ Stroud.
Just because you figure, so you really pick Purdy, but you know that you get everything wrong, so you're just going to go the opposite.
Exactly right.
Okay.
There's so many things with Tim. It always flashes back to me to Dennis Rodman in the Netflix documentary, The Last Dance, when he's trying to describe the plays and he's like, this way, you go that way. And that's what I'm trying to follow Tim's logic, but it works out.
No.
So I know it's there. I can't follow it.
No, don't even try.
In a weird way, well done, Tim.
Yeah.
That's my brain for you.
Chad, what are you thinking?
So you went Stroud?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's really tough for me. For the record, I do not like the fact that either of these two are in there.
But you have to pick.
But I do have to pick. I do love me an insert. I love me a rare gold insert.
Mm-hmm.
I old rare gold inserts.
Several.
I think that sentence worked, and yes. Give me Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Purdy. Purdy's at least got to the NFC title game.
Yeah.
It's a shield. Granted, it's manufactured.
Yeah.
It's of the superior product, and it's autographed, and it's on card autographed. Both have the rookie shield on there, so that's a wash.
Right.
Both are rare, so that's kind of a wash. Give me the autograph, give me the patch in this case, and the so far more proven player. Like, this is the hardest part for me, is that two very unproven people are in the top 8 cards.
Right.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that about the current state of our sports market. And we'll get there here in just a minute, but give me Purdy. So 1-1.
Okay. So me being the decider, I think this is a great opportunity for me to address one of our listeners, Big Torque, Kansas City Dan.
The Big Tort.
Kansas City Dan.
How have we not called him that yet?
Big Tort. It should be on the side of his van.
Yeah, it really should.
I almost want to go to National just so we can get in the van again.
Right.
And just spray paint that on the side of his sliding door.
And
we love you, Dan.
Yeah.
It's like the Big Hurt.
And he had a great post on his Instagram. I don't think he'll care, at Dan's card account.
Yeah.
Talking about a comment I made in episode 1 where I said it's time for the relic to die.
Yes.
And he's not wrong in anything he analyzed in his post. It was a pretty cool post, actually. But I needed to add to what my original comment was. Relics need to die if this is how they're going to be. If it's going to be, hey, this is off of a Fanatics jersey that we're putting in this Brock Purdy card, they need to die. They are as worthless as those plastic logos of your favorite baseball team you used to get out of the Walmart blasters.
And that they're still manufacturing for Tops.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent. If you're going to take care of the relic, which we will talk about in a little bit, and you're going to do like baseball does and put stickers on from what game they came from, or you can actually promise us again that these are player worn, even practice jerseys, as Dan's card account had on his post.
That'd be something.
I'm all in. I'm your guy. I'm probably the one, the three of us that cares about relics more than anyone when it comes to those types of relics. But relics as they are today are so worthless. Now, that said, it's really hard to ignore National Treasures, the brand.
Yeah. Or the movie.
Or the movie. This is a rookie patch auto. So actually, this kind of answers our question a little bit, and I can see your confusion. This is clearly not the most current because Purdy is not in his first season.
Correct.
So this is but National Treasure rookie patch auto 1 of 1. Some would say it's the Holy Grail, right? Like that's what they were chasing in
His mom would.
and Zion was chasing, right?
I mean, no one's going to say that Brock Purdy's the Holy Grail, but his parents would say it's the Holy Grail.
That type of
That's
card,
what I'm trying to say.
The rookie patch auto National Treasures.
I saw the look on Tim's face. He was so disappointed in me. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. That being, and it's on card auto. That being said, Brock Purdy is the 49ers are extremely successful in spite of Brock Purdy. I desperately cheer for him. I want Mr. Irrelevant to be the next Tom Brady, but he just is not. He is good only because of his supporting cast. I truly believe that. CJ Stroud will get injured because he runs too much. However, his trajectory is skyrocketing. So I'm going with the gold kaboom in a stunning upset.
That is a stunning upset.
Yeah.
We do have a vote here that to replace one of those two cards, a Kurt Rambis 1986 Fleer autographed rookie card. I think we may have to manufacture that one, but
well,
that is a possibility.
I heard that card's in the NIT. So
wrong
declined the
bracket.
invite.
Wrong bracket.
exactly.
So Stroud's going through.
Stroud's going through.
All right, CJ.
Stunning upset.
Don't let us down.
All right. Now in our southeast quadrant.
Never eat soggy waffles, bro.
Yeah, I'll get there. These are some heavy hitters. You've got the dual auto appears to be on card Shohei Ohtani and a cut auto of Babe Ruth in one card versus a dual on card autograph LeBron and Bronny James. The LeBron is and Bronny is from in LeBron in his high school uni, Bronny in his USC uni. You've got Shohei in his Angels uni and Ruth in his Yankees jersey. Both 101s. Which one are you guys going with, Timmy?
This was tough. You really should just pick the Ruth. Maybe even like just wipe off the Ohtani auto and just make it a Babe Ruth card.
But
it's just so mismatched. Like I can't get over it. Like if it was Shohei's original auto that he came out with,
yeah,
or in kanji or something, instead of his stupid.
Like you don't like the font of his auto?
No, it's like CZ in cursive. Like where does he get that from? I will never know.
So Shohei has ruined this card.
He's ruined that card. I just can't vote for LeBron and Bronny though. I just can't. So I'm abstaining from the vote on
what?
this.
You can't do that.
Absolutely can't. I'm protesting.
Did we set rules? Can he do
is
that?
bullshit.
Can he abstain? Is that a thing?
No, but
The only vote that has the LeBron and Bronny above the Ruth card is that it's sold for $114,000.
okay.
So that Ohtani Ruth is not going to fetch that price.
So you're going
LeBron and Bronny sold for $114,000
as of March 22nd. Yep.
Yikes!
Jeez, I think that's a vote for Braun and Bronny.
Wow.
I'm gonna go next.
Wait. So who is the vote for?
No, I'm abstaining still. I'm just putting the evidence and the arguments for each out there.
This is gonna get real awkward and probably extended because I'm pretty sure I know how Chad's gonna vote. This is a no-brainer to me. People, it sounds like, are saying Bronny may not even be that much of an NBA player if he makes a team. I know Dad really wants to play on his son's team, and he probably has the pull to make it happen and get Bronny on a team unjustified. And honestly, Bronny will probably deserve to be on a team as a second round or undrafted free agent. He has no future. LeBron's great, but he's not even the greatest in his own sport. It's still Michael Jordan. Babe Ruth is the greatest of his sport. Ohtani is the closest thing we have seen to a Babe Ruth. This is a no-brainer. Ruth and Ohtani all the way.
What if the bombshell drops for Otani and he really does get canned for gambling on baseball?
Even better. Do you know how great of that'll be better than the Black Sox? Do you know how much that card's going to be worth someday?
Now, this is interesting what you said, Tim.
Yeah.
Is that the LeBron and Bronny card sold for $114,000? The Ruth and Otani sold for $113,000 after the buyer's premium on Golden.
Wow.
So nearly
Identical.
equivocal. This is the biggest no-brainer. Bronny is the problem.
Yep.
You cannot choose Bronny in this.
No.
Not with Ruth and Otani in the dual auto. Even though it's Angels, even though you can't see what Shohei wrote, that is clearly the winner.
Yeah.
And this is a blowout. Like, they benched both the autographs in the second half of this game.
Yes.
So it was just a standard card.
Yeah.
Against.
It went back into the vault.
Yeah, it did. So give me Ruth and Otani, they advance.
You're welcome, Tim. We just bailed you out.
Whatever. I knew you guys were both going to vote for that card, so yeah.
I was worried Chad might not.
Mm,
His hatred of baseball runs deep.
no, Bronny is by far and away the worst player out of those four. So, but you know,
Which, for those of people who are watching on YouTube here at home, I am the only one dressed in baseball paraphernalia here.
You are for opening day.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was opening day.
I even got two Dodger jerseys for my dogs.
I noticed. They
We
look
sat
great.
down here today. We all wore our jerseys and fell asleep in the third inning, but it was great 3 innings. Then we got back to work to put together the audio for this, which clearly didn't work either. So
We're plugging along.
Yeah.
So what? Let's do a quick recap. Who do we have in our semifinals?
yeah,
Our
so
final
who we
four,
got the
if you
Wemby
will.
Prison Black 101. We have the Connor Bedard Outburst Gold 1 of 1.
Okay.
The CJ Stroud in an upset victory gold Kaboom.
Yeah.
And then the Ruth and Otani dual auto.
Okay. So, but before we get to our final four, Chad, I know you kind of went down a little bit of a rabbit hole or got thinking as we were preparing for the show about the state of cards this year based upon this bracket.
Yeah, I've got some very strong feelings about this, and I'm very curious what you guys have to think about this, and of course, people listening and those who are watching with us live. What in the hell with the last year of cards?
Yeah.
No, seriously. So I think there's a lot to do with this. I will never be the person to tell you why a market changes in any field, let alone sports cards. However, it is not a surprise to me that as a whole, cards have come down over the past year, and perhaps people aren't as interested over the past years they were in years past.
Yeah.
If the newer products that we have over the past year, if our best cards are of unproven players, what are we doing? That is so backwards from what it should be, in my opinion. Look over the past 7 years or so. At least in basketball, we have had kids hyped year after year and people paying absurd amounts of money for them to not necessarily pan out. And so, of course, people are going to be down on cards when that happens, but yet people are still chasing these rookies as the most sought after cards each year. And I think that narrative needs to change completely. So let me back up a little bit. Over the past few years, we've had Luka be a huge name. Currently, the Dallas Mavericks are sitting 6th in the Western Conference, teetering on the border of even the play-in round. Luka has not won a title and does not appear close to winning a title. Yet his card prices over the last 7 years have fetched amounts higher than just about any other active player.
That is unreal.
Think about Zion, the absurd bounties that came out. And of course, that was during a craze and inflation. Everyone was buying and pandemic and that whole bit. However, Zion's playing well now. But boy, he's got a long way to go until he's going to be a Hall of Famer,
right,
or even a consistent All-Star.
Yeah.
You got Ja Morant, who's also playing. Damn it, Tim. There it is. It took him a second. You know how excited I was when I came up with that one? I even had to look up to make sure Ja Rule had been to prison for some related charge, and he had. Both of you.
I was laughing immediately.
Thank you.
I got your back.
Thank you. But Ja, like a great player, cards fetch high prices, but again, like the trouble that he's in and then the injury kind of raises an eyebrow for concern.
Yeah.
So obviously I could go on and on about this, but first of all, the rookies in general, I hate that they are the most sought after. And I get why people do it. They want to be on board. They want to do it in case this person becomes the next Hall of Famer so that they can say that they have this card.
Right.
I still think it is so completely backwards. But also, look at the sports that we have and the products that are coming out.
Here we go.
I'm okay with baseball being on here, Tim.
No, you're not.
Okay, but I am in another world. I hate the fact that our most recent high-end basketball product, Flawless, which should be coming out in the next month.
People are weird. Like it's not like good enough for us. Like, well, first of all, the fact that we hold these cards is weird in and of itself. Like, we chase after the most expensive card and brag about how much money we had to spend on a card, and I get it. There's something to that. I hold the power, right? But we're just built differently that way, and it's not good enough to like go after a somewhat proven player before he ends his career, like we did most of our careers when we've been collecting. No, you have to go after that rookie. You have to pull what Tim used to do and get those baseball rookies 5 years before they were ever going to play in the majors and hold on to it so that you were the guy that knew ahead of everyone else.
And it could just be me as like just my thoughts on cards in general, but I just don't like that. And again, going back to my childhood and collecting, especially in the 90s, inserts in Jordan, that's what I wanted. Those were the cards I wanted.
Exactly.
I wasn't chasing Kobe Bryant at the time. I wasn't chasing Allen Iverson. I wasn't chasing Tim Duncan. I wasn't chasing Grant Hill. I was chasing Shaq because I liked him. But Jordan was the guy. And where did we get so far deviated from that path where a known star, perhaps a known GOAT, is no longer the hit in the product?
Yeah.
It's an unproven, 20 to 25-year-old kid, sometimes even younger.
So the closest you can make that argument to for current players would have been Brady while he was playing.
Yes.
Or LeBron right now. Mm-hmm. But they've both had this like exclusive whatever deal with their respective companies. And so the rarity was there. So you weren't able to really pull a Brady or pull a LeBron like you could pull a, insert of Jordan in the past. So
you want to pause on that thought for a second?
Sure.
I mean, you held one of those cards. Like, you had one of those.
True.
But let's take this, though, and go with it, though. So I don't mean to do this to jab at you, but I want to expand upon this point. And then get me off of this if we need to, Ricky. What was the high point of that card that it sold for, that Brady? Do you recall?
Oh, yeah, $250K. Yeah.
So it was quite a bit.
Yeah.
However, this Tom Brady Expos Gold 1 of 1, that Golden estimated would be the same price as the football, like Tom Brady patch auto?
It makes no sense, right? Like, you take a step back and you're like, okay, so give me an out of 5 logo patch that was game worn by the greatest quarterback of all time with an on-card auto, and you would pick his baseball union card over that.
See,
no,
just because it's his first and his rookie baseball card, right? And
so backwards.
So I don't know. I don't love this.
Yes, Ricky.
I love everything about it. The Expos are amazing. Their uniforms are amazing. No, I'm with you. But like to your point, Tim, I still think that okay, maybe they don't collect Brady and LeBron. Their autos are harder to hit. But Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, um, there's all sorts of incredible athletes and superstars that are hittable. Um, Giannis to some degree. That like I'm surprised you're not seeing, I guess, more of a focus on those players.
Those should be the cards that are featured. Like,
Correct.
give me a super factor there, Tim, or give me.
None of those players are in that bracket.
You know, there's inconsistency. Flawless does try to get there with at least their stuff being game worn, but like, give me the LeBron triple logo, man. Like, give products that of the high end players only each year. Flawless this year in basketball has a triple logo, man, of the rookies.
Yes.
And I don't want that. Give me like the big three from whoever won the NBA title that year.
Yes.
You know, give me like three from the Golden State Warriors. Give me Steph, Clay, and oh gosh, he got ejected.
Jordan
last
Poole.
week. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tim. Nailed it. But that's what I would prefer. I think I'm belaboring this point, but I think you guys are understanding what I'm saying. That I just don't love the state of where we are and how they're being promoted, and why the chase is always for the rookie.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. All right, should we get back to our final four?
I think I killed that horse, man.
No, I think that was excellent. I think it's time to bring the tense music in.
Oh my god, I feel it. And remind me not to wiggle the cord again. Like the YouTube thing's working great, but like we lost audio for 5 minutes. People, I had the best for people who only listen to YouTube. That was the single greatest 5 minutes of the show's history,
Easily, without question, and you'll never hear it.
and we're just gonna have to edit it out on the podcast, so you'll never know.
To make it-
To you, it's just gonna sound smooth, but
Yeah.
Make it even Steven.
exactly.
So no one gets to hear it. All right, so in our first matchup on the west side, Chad, who we got on our left side?
Strong side being after the Wemby Prison Black 101.
Taking on
David the Nard Dog, Burn Dog, Connor Bedard. Young Guns Outburst Gold 101.
neither autographed.
Which is fine. You know, I mean, I think the Wemby's going to win out here. As much as I love Connor, I mean, he's got so many people to leapfrog in order to establish himself as justified for this height. And also, the Outburst Gold 101 is like a very manufactured 101 currently. You know, it's got no history behind it. It's got no overall like hobby appeal to it, except for the fact that it is a 101. You know?
Yeah.
The Black Prism. Throw it in the semi.
Tim just has to be a part of a winner. He was built to argue for Connie Badude, but he refuses. Now, Mr. Bedode will get no votes because clearly I'm going Wemby, clearly I'm going Prison, clearly I'm going 101.
Short and succinct and to the point.
Let me change your minds.
Okay.
There can be a few different factors that play into this. We did not talk about how we are voting. There's player, there's card, there's rarity,
Yeah.
there's future prospect of the player. So far, Wemby has played great.
Yes.
Yep.
Tim, you made the case 2 episodes ago that Connor Bedard would, even if this were apples to apples, be outperforming what Wemby is doing. You did not say that directly, but you made the case that this is the greatest performance, at least as a rookie, that we have seen. We talked about him being the first rookie All-Star, or the youngest All-Star selection. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
So far, I'm going to give that to Bedard. As a whole, I don't love Prison. I do love 101s. I do love Black. Both are 101s. I love that music. I think the 101 is a push. So then I think, what is the future of these two? We've got a young player in an athletic sport who is performing well, versus a very tall player who is traditionally someone who is tall and athletic in the NBA and as a scorer does not always withstand the test of time from a health standpoint.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think it'd be the Bedard.
Wow. You know what? You convinced me. Bernie Kosar is moving on to the next round. $1 million is $1 million, guys. What do they say? It's better to have $1 million in your pocket than to not.
So I'm thinking of traditional big guys. I mean, you've got guys who did perform well throughout their career. You got Garnett, right? You got Rudy Gobert, who's not an offensive player, but he's held up. But you also have Yao Ming. You have Shaq, who fizzled out very quickly, despite his greatness in the first 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaq played for literally more teams than actually exist in the NBA.
Think about
close.
that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm really curious about this Connor Bedard card. And for me, we're sending him through
Sending him through.
to the title. Tim, it's your sport and your team, for hell's sake.
I don't know. I've actually watched a lot of Wemby because of other reasons, but
Oh, you're Spurs fandom. That's right.
yeah.
We've always said that about
Oh,
you.
yeah. He is wearing black and silver.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a black, but
Tim's like the
Wemby-
next door neighbors on Christmas vacation. They're dressing all
Yes.
black sleek all the time.
Now, we do have a good point from a listener live. No one cares about hockey as far as the card price goes.
Not many.
not many do.
Tim.
The U.S. craze about hockey and the chase for Bedard is kind of ridiculous for how few people actually watch hockey, but they don't care. It's the card value. That's what they're chasing.
Tim,
right?
give me betting odds. Like, what's the multiplier we would have to have on Bedard to get you to take it? Like, would you have to have 4-1 odds on this, or do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not trying to make it about a bet, but I'm trying to
Yeah.
so that you'll answer the question. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, give me a multiplier for hockey.
Like in terms of value,
Sure.
or in terms of
Value, because I think this comment was directed at value.
value-wise. I mean, the Bedard actually has a chance at outperforming the Wemby 1-1. Despite the fact that its main pull for hockey is Canada and Europe and parts of the U.S.
Okay.
So
half?
I don't know how to phrase that correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well,
all right, on our East bracket, let's just get this over with. We've got CJ Stroud, rookie gold kaboom, number 10, going against the Babe Ruth and Shohei Ohtani dual auto 1-1. Anyone want to take this one?
do you even really need to debate it? I mean,
I'm taking abuse online about my comment of Shaq fizzling out quickly, so I'll just be quiet here for a moment. Let you two decide this one.
you got to shove the Ruth through.
Why?
Ruth's already proven, right? Like you can.
Yeah, it's not even a question.
No,
It's the greatest of all time
Yeah.
versus CJ Stroud, who I can assure you will not be considered the greatest of all time.
You can throw a great deep ball.
Yeah, he will be very good. He can even be great. He will not be the greatest of all time. He might be the greatest of the month. But
Still think they need to wipe the Ohtani out of left that card.
You're just being stupid.
Ruth and Ohtani. in the
Tell me why.
championship.
Tell me why. Or are you just being silly?
No, I'm serious.
Okay?
It detracts
Back
from
it
the
up.
card.
Back it up.
I mean, like, it's cool that Ohtani's on there. You could print, like, something else on there, like, dual threats or something. Just leave it as a Babe Ruth card.
Okay.
Come on, Thomas. Kurt's card carrier could restore that card.
So you're telling me if we did wipe it, that card would be a strong enough card where if you held it, you would never get rid of it.
That's not true. Sarah.
Damn it, I sold it. I tried to sell it too hard. You knew where I was going with it.
Oh, man. Well, Chad, you gave us a homework assignment in relation to this bracket, and that was to bring in some cards that we've either purchased in the last year or are from this last year's product.
I did indeed, and mostly because I want to see what you guys have picked up, but also as I was trying to think about my rant in between this round, like what great cards actually exist from the past year. I've got a couple showing up on the YouTube now,
Right.
and I mean, one's a WWE Galactic of the Hulkster. Like that's not
Oh,
like for me, it's a great card,
there's going to be a theme.
and just overall, I think that we're going to be pretty underwhelmed. So I'd like to share a few,
Please.
if that's all right. So I'm going to show them up here on our pack hit cam, which
Okay.
turns, come to find out, is the issue with the audio at the start of the show.
Oh.
So that's why that's had to stay up this entire time. So I got a Hulkster Galactic PSA 10
Okay.
for 2023. I mean,
Beautiful.
yeah, it's a beautiful card. I paired with it my so this is an item that I purchased in the past year.
Okay.
However, it's not manufactured in the past year, which was a WrestleMania 9 ticket stub that I did send in to the Hulkster's Beach Shop.
So cool.
And after 2 months of sweating it out, finally came back, but that one is autographed.
Yes, those are amazing. Amazing.
So there's the first one. Let me rattle through a couple
No,
more,
please.
and then we'll
No.
hit up yours.
Amazing.
But also, to be underwhelmed here, and I'm just going to have to reach in there and take this out, 2 more that
Chad could be a hand model.
are No, I can't. So football. You know, we used to run the option at old Highland High School.
Oh, yeah.
And one time I was coming down the line, about to pitch it, and this dude from Olympus just blasted me. I didn't see him coming off the edge. Helmet right into my finger, clearly broken.
Oh, yeah.
I mean that thing's pointing at 10 o'clock.
Yes.
And, I'm a great.
Your
If you
finger's
need to
doing
know if
A
it's
down
10
and out
o'clock,
knob.
if it's ever 10 o'clock, you need me to like show it to someone. Like maybe I could sign language 10 o'clock or something. Like if I just put my hand up, it's not good.
Do people just look at you funny when you flip them off?
They just look at me like I'm funny in general. Okay, so take a look at these 2 odd cards here. The light's tricky on this, isn't it? So I've got a Braun Breaker who I saw in person. I've ranted about him a little bit. A second year. This is a 2023 Prism Gold. Whatever. It is what it is. WWE Gold. I love it.
Yeah.
The second one is a Leaf product. On card quad auto of the guys from Entourage.
You're happy about that.
Yeah, I think it's a cool card.
Oh, yeah. That's a PC. You and I are both in love with that card.
I really am. It seems as though Kevin Conley, they had a podcast with the Entourage guys. It seems like maybe he's being a little bit of a slime ball. However, time will tell that tale.
Really?
Yeah, that I think Matthew Stafford's wife had a podcast on his network,
Uh-huh.
and he was not paying her,
Ooh.
and then just pieced out is what the story is. Like she would go and do tours and things, and just never got paid.
What?
Yep.
Wow. I have looked at some of those other cards, very similar to the one you purchased or got of the Entourage characters, and some of the eBay listings shows them signing the cards.
Oh, does it?
At a convention
Oh,
center.
okay, that's
So
pretty cool.
Yeah.
2 more here. We've talked about these at length before, so I don't need to go into too much detail. But Kakao Disney,
Yes.
I enjoyed them, but for me, it's still more of a cutesy thing. If I was going to show someone, as opposed to if I was going to tell someone who doesn't collect cards about my cards, I want to show them this first. I would rip my
Definitely.
shirt and be like, "Look at this football card."
Yeah.
But this is not that. This is a very colorful Mickey Mouse card.
Correct.
And a Mickey Mouse manufacturer autoed. But it is number 28 out of 100. His creation year, of course. All right, last good card. And I don't think I've shown this to you guys. I'll show this to you here first. This is a 2014, however, purchased this year because of lack of good product. A John Elway museum collection, I believe. Yes, indeed. Autograph 4 out of 10 while he's wearing his Super Bowl jersey. So in the Super Bowl,
Man,
which is nice.
that looks incredible.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. So there's that, and then there's one last one. This was a find, so we're going to save that for the end of the show, actually. So those are the cards that I picked up for the past year, and I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, we've got the Kakao Mickey, we've got the Revolution Galactic Hulk, we've got the Leaf Pop Century, and we have the Braun Breaker Gold. Those are my 4 pickups from the 2023 year.
Now, most
That's
of
brutal, right?
That's pretty brutal, and nothing that is like, yeah, that would be so popular in the hobby.
No.
All right, so I'm going to start out. My first two are not from within the past year. I think the rest of these cards are. But I did receive these from my paralegal. And have a paralegal that knows how to shop for you in the hobby, and you'll never work a day in your life. Or something like that.
Boy, that Jeff Malone.
Jeff Malone rookie.
That one's pretty clean.
And then a nice little autograph on
Yes,
one.
indeed.
So that's pretty cool. I just had to share that. It was a really cool thing to get, and I'm lucky to have some people I work with that know me well enough, or know to ask the card shop owner the right thing, what to get me. All right, so next I kind of paired these off. I've been big into the University of Utah player cards, Cam Rising in particular. These are his cards from Bowman U. One's numbered to 50. I can't remember what the other's numbered to.
15. It was a red, right?
Both are numbered to 50, despite one of them is a gold vinyl.
With this, with these looks, like they mix in the university colors quite a bit. And with the foil on them, they're kind of shiny, but there you go.
You guys watch 40-Year-Old Virgin, yeah?
Yeah.
The Paul Rudd character, I think he had a box of videos that he called like Boner Jam 2003.
Oh yeah.
These University of Utah cards, these go in the Boner Jam box.
Oh, yeah.
Those are good looking cards right there.
Thank you. So
I can get behind that.
Oh yeah. And this is at least both of them are from my loving wife. Valentine's Day cards.
Ah,
That's very
Get a wife that knows how you collect.
That's nice.
And you'll never live a day in your life.
did you get her glasses so that she can actually see Summer Sanders in our Pilates class?
Yeah, I told her to get it right this time.
Don't tell her I said that.
All right, now here these two go in my weird purchase file. These are two pickups of Christian Leitner autographed Duke, numbered to 75, blue parallel.
You bought this?
I did because as I've said in a previous episode, one of my long-term collection is to get the full 92 Dream Team.
Oh, yeah.
And we actually talked about it to end season 2, and he said, "Yeah, man, getting that Duke card is going to be so hard." So I went on eBay
And you got it.
and looked and found 100 of them, and found one that was blue for like $15, and there you have it.
Let me do a quick aside, but related to the
Please.
Dream Team.
Please.
I have been working for the last probably 7 months or so with Adam on the BCF magazine, Basketball Card Fanatic magazine. You can check it out, bcf.com. Yeah. So I get to see all these articles as they come through and editing them and trying to make them, look good. Some people are excellent writers, some people not so great. But
Right.
there is an excellent article that I just came across, 4 pages in length, all about USA Dream Team cards.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not coming out now, but the pictures that are associated with it are fantastic. So in the coming months, we do have a major world event happening this summer
Yes.
that maybe people are going to see that article. I'll tease it.
Okay.
So you can go check out bcfmag.com and subscribe now so that you can read about that and see those cards coming up here shortly.
Definitely getting in on that. And then this was a random pickup. A select
I can see the
purple
back
Papa Shango, numbered to 35, autograph. Look how clean that autograph is, though. For those
Why is
wrestling
it autograph?
fans, those wrestling. He was one of my favorite wrestlers as a kid. He went on to be the Godfather. He walked out with his hoe train. Won't say more than that. He was the Good Father when he was like the LDS missionary version of the Godfather.
Show that up to the camera there while I get our pet cam up and going
Oh
again.
yeah. Let's help me get that up there, Jimmy. But that was just a random purchase in the last year. I got into wrestling cards.
I like that.
What do you want from me, Tim?
I don't know.
All right. These next cards, these are all cards that I have hit, not gone out of my way to purchase. Are we okay?
Yeah, this one's not working. We'll just have to show it up here.
Okay.
Or I can show it up on my
Yeah,
issue chat about
we
it.
can pass them around. This first is a Topps Chrome Authentics 2023 Aaron Judge Relic with the sticker.
Hey, there you go.
So I thought that was pretty cool. For me as a Detroit Lions fan, I hit their backup quarterback rookie, Hendon Hooker, autograph.
Who?
He's from Tennessee. He had a good season. Yeah, I got to watch my language on the podcast. Sorry. But that's still fun as a Lions fan. If you're going to hit a crappy card, might as well be a Lions crappy card. I've got an elite etched in time Plexico Burris. He did not. This is post shooting himself in the leg. Numbered to 49. Hit.
Woo!
I hit a Plexico Burris.
Self hit.
Yep. Next, we've got a.
Why did you buy that?
I didn't. I hit it in a
Oh, you hit it. I'm
These
sorry.
are all hits.
I'm sorry.
That's questionable.
A WWE Prism, Select Prism, Red Prism, Rey Mysterio Jr. auto.
That is awesome.
He literally killed a guy.
Speaking of hits,
Literally.
should have been a hit episode.
My wife hit.
I didn't know you had so many cards over the last year.
Yeah, dude.
I was thinking maybe you'd have like 2, and I'm like, I'm worried I brought on 5.
We've been opening a lot of cards lately.
I'm just sitting here thinking that you really need to go to ZionCases.com and buy another
Yeah.
case.
Man, do I ever. Seriously. Don't we have a code?
Yeah, PACK. 10% off.
My man.
Go there.
No, seriously, Ricky, go get a new case. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is a bit ridiculous.
Okay, so for New Year's, I bought, growing up over New Year's Day or Eve, one of the big things for me as a kid, my mom would buy a bunch of packs of cards and we'd play board games. And if you won, you got a pack of cards.
Oh, cool.
And if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't win, you got a pack of cards. And it was just a great time. So I did, I bought some crappy cards for Kyla and my son Carter and I to open cards. And my wife, I got her the Marvel What If series 2023. And she hit a jambalaya.
That is pretty cool. Of who?
The Hydra Stomper. This is
Hydra
in a world where Captain Carter is Captain America.
Oh, yeah. I saw
and
that
Steve
episode.
Rogers is in this machine.
He was a problem in that episode.
That's what I hear.
He was a problem. You told me to watch this. You didn't watch it?
No. I need
For
to
like
see
a
it.
week straight. You're like, man, if you haven't seen What If, you gotta watch him. I'm like,
Oh, I did watch What If. I just haven't seen that episode.
Oh.
Sorry.
that's the most Tim thing you've ever said.
I'm feeling very Tim at the moment. Now my big hitters to stay.
That is a cool card. I wish a pet game was up. Bummer.
Stay in theme with Chad. Hulk Hogan Revolution, number 299 Sunburst auto.
Oh, so good.
Hit that on New Year's.
That's so good. Can't keep it on the sticker though, can you? There.
No, he's struggling. And then I've got finally a 20. Sorry, Timmy.
Check those out.
A 2023 Select Hulk Hogan, number to 10.
Oh,
Gold. Parallel. I think that one pops with his color scheme.
yeah, it does. That's a good looking card.
Yeah, when you gave us that homework assignment, man, I was like,
I didn't know this many cards existed in
I
2023.
I didn't either. But you know what? You see a theme here? There's no great cards.
WWE?
Well, wrestling's the one exception.
Okay, so here, before we get into our finals matchup,
Yes.
and I would love to hear the comments of the people who are with us right now live on YouTube. I think that this isn't a negative thing. I think that we could take advantage of this moment, right? For some of the products that perhaps we have not saved up and spent our money on before, to buy a player who is, as I mentioned, someone who would be a Hall of Famer or already a Hall of Famer or a star.
Yeah.
Even though their prices are lower than these high-end rookie hits, the gold CJ Stroud, the Brock Purdy NT. Why not right now, while the prices are lower on these vets? Now perhaps would be the time to go out and get them.
Yeah, everyone sell your cards and buy WWE. It's a great.
I've had a great time buying WWE.
Me too, man.
Right now. Like, I've just pivoted what I've done a little bit, and I've enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yes. Still can't afford those Undertaker kabooms.
Not yet.
Still wait.
Tim.
Yeah.
What's
What
in
is
the box?
Yeah, honestly, no, I have no idea. So I opened the mail today, and there was a Topps fulfillment, oddly shaped package.
Do you think it's a cleat?
I really have no idea what it is. So
No, right?
I'm going to save that. But Ricky, I just wanted to say thank you for the box of 2022-23 Panini Revolution.
Poor Tim.
Yeah, but Jaden Ivey, it's a hollow gold out of 10.
Yeah.
It's the lowest number basketball card I think I've ever hit. So
Who's Jaden Ivey?
it's a up and coming Pistons star.
Your Detroit Pistons.
Oh yeah.
I told you not to take them, Tim. You're like, no, they're going to be fine. They're going
Can I
to.
see that, Tim?
I felt so dumb when
That's
you
such a
made me
shiny card.
feel dumb.
All right.
It
So
is a beautiful looking card.
All right, so you're going to open that thing up?
yeah, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, guys, we're going to need a new pack cam for next week. This one just died.
Oh, I can bring over my webcam.
Yeah, do it.
I honestly don't even remember that I redeemed.
Oh, did you cancel your OnlyFans?
Is this the Topps redemption that I nearly scratched off and I had to?
That was funny as hell. Sorry, Tim, keep going. The one you scratched off.
Scratched off and I had like no idea what the second letter or digit was, and I had to sit there on the Topps redemption site just plugging in number.
God, wasn't
after
that
number.
years ago?
I think that's the only redemption I've submitted in forever.
And I can't think of many redemptions that have actually been solid enough for you to put in and redeem.
This is true.
So I'm excited to see what this is.
Yeah, you've thrown away way expensive redemptions.
Yeah.
I've got hags for some reason.
I'm sure that's going to go over well.
No. Oh,
Show
no.
the camera.
Who the hell is this guy? If there is an Owen Cassie, Padres, or wherever the heck he is in the farm system now, if there's a legitimate collector of this guy, you're welcome to have him. So just get at us at Back to the Future podcast on Instagram. Somebody Google what his card.
Who is it?
I'm trying to find him.
And so I have a pack of Topps
He's with the
baseball
Cubs, man.
2021 update.
It's not numbered.
And I've got Topps Series 1 from
This is awful.
this year.
That's not worth the postage that they spent to send this to you.
Tim, would you have rather gotten this package, or would you rather?
Or would you rather have me kick you in the nuts?
Yeah, or would you rather have someone from Topps knock on your door when you open it, hawk
Well,
the biggest loogie in your face?
Let's reserve judgment until I see what's in this Topps pack.
No, I can tell you it's in that Topps
You-
pack.
Nothing.
See, there's a PC card for you. Javier Baez.
Hey!
God, is such a turd. Yeah, that was hot garbage.
Yeah, we said I didn't delete that one. Huh?
Well done.
That sound bad.
I didn't even know. I
Whoops.
didn't even know that was on the soundboard. That's impressive.
Hey Tim, what'd you get in that pack of cards?
I don't even care anymore. Just F my life. Eric Hosmer out of 299. Javier Baez. This is.
It's never not funny.
Never.
End the show.
We just have to get to the championship.
Oh, okay. Refocus.
I'd like to reserve the getting skunked on packs for me. Like, Tim, I'd like you to pull heat because then you start, instead of betting on things, then you buy cool boxes and then we get to enjoy you opening up boxes. So I would prefer that.
No, this is in no way Tim's fault. This is
No.
only Top's fault.
No, so usually they send you a letter. It's like, apologies for this redemption card taking so long, and we sent an appropriate replacement for you. There's no apology letter in here. There's
Nothing. No. Now, wait a second here.
He did play in the World Baseball Classic. Yeah, he did for Canada.
It's listed on eBay. A PSA 10 is listed for $300.
no.
Dude,
Listed. Not sold for, but listed. There's a
he's
raw.
traded for you, Darvish.
There's a raw one for. Oh no, that's a refractor for $250.
All right.
See, here's the problem. I mean, there's one listed for $200.
You'll grade it.
One listed for $100. That one seems reasonable.
Just
One
for-
listed for $80. It's getting worse.
Great at sight unseen. Clearly, that's the answer.
Yeah, it'll be an experiment. Maybe it'll be worth it.
Yes. Yes.
What position does he play?
Outfield.
6'4", lefty bat.
Look at that.
The itch is coming back.
Intriguing power speed fusion.
Look at
Squares
his
up
eyes.
pitches with quick left-handed something sticker blocking it. Full speed and jiffy. I like it.
Look at Tim. Turn that attitude right around.
There it is.
That's how I fake it for my patients right there.
So we gotta do sometimes, man.
All right. So are we down
So we're down to the title.
Okay.
In the championship, yes. I was going to pet for you, and then you found it.
Thank you.
You want to tee it up?
Yes, our championship matchup. No, I do not.
From the Southwest bracket,
Thank you.
the 2023 Upper Deck Series 2 Young Guns, Connor Bedard, Outburst Gold, 1 of 1, with $1 million bounty behind it. Against the Topps Definitive 2023 Ruth and Shohei Ohtani Dual Auto 101.
Connor. No, I can't do it. It's got to be Ruth. Proven goat. End of discussion.
Ricky, is there a discussion?
You chose Ohtani and you chose.
No, I chose Ruth.
He refuses to say Ohtani.
So he chose Ohtani.
Tim the Ohtani.
Look,
Mm-hmm.
Ohtani and Babe Ruth is a PC card. A card you would never sell, right?
This is how Ricky defends him when he knows he's guilty.
I don't think
It's about to
Connor
come out.
Bedard would be a PC card.
But who am I? I'm Mr. eBay.
Yeah.
I'm in it for the action.
Are you?
I'm in it for the money.
Not anymore. I took it off.
There's $1 million out there for that Connie Booby card, and I'm going after it.
Have fun paying taxes on that bitch.
Cooper McBoobies, gift my vote.
I do love a good chase. And I love an insert. And I love a 101. And I love a bounty.
You love a good bounty.
So, as a surprise, we're going baseball. It's a no-brainer. It's Shohei and it's Babe Ruth, and that is your champion.
Yeah.
And that is the way that it should be. For all of the arguments that I made on this show of the state of sports cards, this is what the prime card should be each year going forward.
100%. 100%.
And it's not even close.
Oh. Speaking of which, so Topps Transcendent, coming out later this year.
Yeah.
They have a quad cut auto of the Beatles
Yes.
buried in that product. There you go. That's a chase. Even though it'll be ridiculously sized, that's a card.
Just like the Walt Disney.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a card. Yeah. Psych here.
Oh,
Well, that's pretty good for the bracket. The little bracketaroo there.
yeah.
I like that.
Can you imagine if we did a 64 spot bracket? That would have been like a 10-part series at the rate we
Oh,
covered.
gosh. Yeah, seriously. That was an hour 20 minutes. Ooh.
Yeah. No, that was no short feat. Okay, now we have one in our new soundboard, hobby outro. Do we want to go with that?
Yeah, sounds great.
I didn't change any of them, honestly, with the exception of the new.
I know. I'm Tim has sprinkled these
Okay.
throughout like a magical.
No, they were organized ones.
They were. No, I'm just kidding.
That soundboard looks like Chad's desktop right now.
I'm terrified.
Completely ditched up.
That is on my laptop, which I never use, with the exception of this. And Ghost Hunting. Go follow Dr. Ghost Hunters. We have investigation Saturday night.
Okay, go for it, Ricky.
All right. For Chad, Tim, this has been another fun show. This is Ricky,
The Hobby Pack outro.
the hobby pack outro. I knew that was wrong.
What is
Tim?
happening?
I have no idea.
This worked last week.
It did, and there is an order to this. It's just Tim's letting all of our pages really breathe. We're gonna.
Do you have it?
No, I'm not sure I do.
God, I'm actually gonna have to edit this episode.
No, you won't. People can listen to us while we play around with this for a minute.
Thank God we have this one on YouTube, live, unedited.
Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. Now we've got it.
Yeah,
You just got to go to page 1, right where it should be. This is a you problem. This is a you problem.
Well, for my good friends Chad and Tim, this is Ricky.
I have cake. Don't go
the
anywhere.
first page, wishing all of you a wonderful night.
So is the $1 Million Man? Like are all the sound bits on there? On this page?
No.
No.
The starting song is, and then ending song. A lot of it is. But if I want the laughing, if I want $1 Million
Yeah.
Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? 5 banks over.
Yeah, you're right. To be fair, we didn't need it.
There, we got it. Hey, one last thing I want to show just before you end the podcast.
Yeah.
Check this out. This is a bit more of a serious note, but I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So our friend and listener of the show, Tyler, who passed away last year.
Yes.
I was tasked with going through some of his cards to figure out what to do with them. And he had a binder that had Team USA cards in it.
Cool.
They were cool. And, looking at them, I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, you can't sell these. And, his wife, his mom, they just said, like, hey, these are not the pieces that we need to remember him by. Right. So I had them in a box ready to go give to Overtime Cards. But today, for some reason, I think it was that USA team story, the Basketball Card Fanatic I was telling you about. I should go back and look at this. This was the very first one in the binder. Take a look at it.
Let's see what we're looking at here.
Okay. Anything?
No.
Look closer. It's a Karl Malone Team USA die cut.
Oh, that is some writing on there. That's autographed.
And it's personalized.
Yeah.
Can you see that up top? It says to Tyler, and it's signed by Karl Malone.
Yeah, now I can see it. It really blends in this light.
It does.
But
it's a black background with the mailman going up for like a left-handed dunk, but the writing is in the black. And almost gave it away.
Wow.
So now the question becomes like, what do we do with this? I'm gonna reach out to his mom again and see if she wants it.
Yeah.
But it's hard. What do we do with that?
Well,
You can keep it in the studio.
No, I think the clear answer is you have to.
Cold stop.
Oh, we're gonna stay on.
Yeah, we can stay on for a little bit. So thanks for you guys who jumped on here. Sorry for the audio difficulties at the beginning. It was setting up actually this pat cam that eventually died that the audio had to run through there, believe it or not, because the computer does not have a camera that is actively working. So it has to be on stage for the audio to work. So in the future,
Maybe swap out your phone for your camera or something.
yeah, I could. Instead of using that, we could just use this for on me, and then it would work perfectly fine. But anyway, some other comments that we had with Babe Ruth. It could be you, Darvish, and Babe Ruth, and it would still annihilate hockey.
They're not wrong.
But here's the thing, though. So as a simple statement, and that's Deputy Dog who said that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. As a simple statement, I would agree with that. But in what regard? If value? Because there's $1 million bounty on the Connor Bedard. There isn't $1 million bounty on the Ruth and Ohtani that sold for $113,000.
Yeah, but it's kind of like,
Is it wow factor? Is it personal opinion? Is it like if we ask a hockey collector who hates baseball, they may have a completely opposite opinion.
there are
this is actually, I think, and this could be a good topic of discussion down the road. Doesn't it not say something about your status as a all-time great once people are willing to buy a dual auto of you next to a trash player? Does that make sense?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
So,
Yeah.
how many cards like Barry Sanders signs some dual autos, right, with some really crappy players, or even better, Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson, his rookie season was paired. He has like one with Adrian Peterson, but a lot of his dual autos are paired with other rookies who you've never heard of.
Okay.
Right? I have no interest in those Calvin Johnson dual autos.
Yeah, sure. Donovan Mitchell had a lot of those paired with the left-handed
the
three-point
Pistons player, right?
Kennard.
Yes.
Is that his name?
Kennard, yeah.
Yes. He had quite a few of those. I want to say he was in
Yes.
Optic or something.
No, you're right. And Michael Jordan could be paired next to Kurt Rambis, and I'm still buying that card if given the opportunity and the price is right. Because it's a Michael Jordan autographed card.
I cut the curtains off the card.
When you get a Babe Ruth, that's my point. I think there's a certain level of these players that are so good that it doesn't matter who they're paired with almost. And I think Babe Ruth is clearly in that group.
It is a
Tom
risk
Brady.
putting any active player on that card.
Correct.
I mean, Otani's the only guy you can, in my opinion, do that with. But that is a risk.
It is. And he's really hot right now, and I hope he stays hot for you and the Dodgers and for their investment in him. But, like, it wasn't that long ago that he was, like, really popular but not thought of as, like, this total super stud, right? He kind of struggled in the first coming out.
Yeah. They were like, oh, that's cool.
Injuries or different things. And he played for the Angels. But,
Sure.
But, like, my point is you can get ice cold just as quickly as you get hot like this. And so even in 5-6 years from now, I don't think Otani's – I think there's a good chance he'll be excellent throughout his career. But, like,
Hopefully.
You just never know. It's still early enough that, like, what if you were to not – he'll never bust, but, like –
what if he
Mike
truly
Trout,
bet
fade
on
off.
baseball and just gets banned for life?
Dude, I still think that makes it so much cooler.
It'd be a wild story.
A lot of intrigue behind it. I think he's done enough already, like in major leagues, to justify being on that card, right? People remember what he's done.
Yeah.
He has changed the video game, baseball video game industry. You, before Otani, could not play as a pitcher who also batted.
Oh, you mean like the player?
Yeah,
Part
now
of
they
it
will
is
let
as
you
a
play as that dual strictly
Really?
because of Otani.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Going back to the hockey, though.
Yeah.
Ismail says that in the U.S. pecking order, hockey has to be last in worldwide appeal.
Yes, I'd agree.
No, still above soccer, I think. MLS.
For the
Big
US.
Four.
For the US, yeah.
It's above MLS.
It is.
Messi
Not by much, but
is helping soccer,
Yeah.
obviously. But, yeah. But still, though, I mean...
still above pickleball.
But still, though, the argument, and this is the hardest part, and I don't think there's a right answer, I really don't, is the answer a financial answer? Because if it is, someone is willing to pay 10 times for the Connor Bedard what they did for the Ruth and Otani.
Yeah,
That's what you were getting
That's what I said, yeah.
at.
that bounty for the card changes the entire aspect of
Right.
that bracket.
Yeah, I completely
yeah.
agree. If there wasn't the bounty there, I think that it would be a nothing
Right,
burger.
that, yeah. Maybe.
First round loss. Easy.
Yeah. I don't know about easy, but yeah.
Easy.
Say his name right.
I know you're gonna say it wrong so many times that I have to look. I'm like, shit, what is his name?
Cooper McDouble.
Let's keep it rolling.
Get out of here. All right,
Did you
guys.
see how pissed people got over his name in the chat and on social media? Big John. No birds.
You like to stir the pot. All right, guys. I think we're going to sign off. Do you guys want to do this live again next week? Try and figure out the camera and the audio?
Yes, let's definitely do it.
Yeah. We had some good comments. Hey, for everyone here who jumped on here, I wish we still had some coasters or something to send to them. Do we have anything to send to these guys?
I've got a Clayton Kershaw random base card.
Hold on. We'll send you guys something. So everyone who was in here who commented, send us a DM on Instagram, Pack to the Future Podcast. Send us your shipping address, and we'll mail you guys something for being, as a thank you for jumping on our first live show.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. See you guys later.